Hello, welcome to Floella's Storyland. I love telling stories, especially stories that take you to different places. And the story today is about what it's like to live in the country and what it's like to live in the town and what happens when you swap places. The story is called Town Mouse, Country Mouse. Well, once upon a time there were two mice. One lived in the big town with lots of noisy cars and buses, tall buildings and busy streets full of shops and restaurants. The other mouse lived in the countryside with grassy fields, sleepy villages and farms with animals like cows moo, moo, and sheep and chickens. Well, one day, Town Mouse got a letter from Country Mouse which said, "Dear Town Mouse, I would really like you to come and visit me in the country. I'm sure you like it, so please, please come soon. Keep smiling, signed, Country Mouse." That sounds a bit exciting, thought Town Mouse. I'll feel like a bit of a break from this hustle and the bustle here in the town. I think I'll go. So he packed his case and off he went to stay with his friend in the countryside. When he arrived, Country Mouse was waiting to greet him. "Oh, hello, Town Mouse. Do come in and sit down. I have some of my favourite food just for you. I've got some corn and some nuts and some lovely juicy raspberries. Oh, yummy, 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 yummy. They're my favourite. I picked them myself from the hedge this morning. Now, Town Mouse didn't normally like plain food, but he ate it up. And he quite enjoyed it. "Hey, let's go for an afternoon walk," suggested Country Mouse. "The weather's a little bit wet, but never mind," he said, handing Town Mouse a raincoat and a pair of wellies. "It's great being out in the rain. You can splosh around in the mud. Come on, let's go." And off they went. Come on, said Country Mouse. "Jump in that patch of mud. It's really great fun. Come on, Town Mouse, come on." Town Mouse wasn't too happy because the rain made everything feel all soggy and muddy as they trampled across the field. Splosh, 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 splosh. But after a while, the sun came out. The air was clear and the views, they were beautiful across the fields. The country life is wonderful, said Country Mouse. "Don't you agree, Town Mouse?" Said Town Mouse. He wasn't too sure about that. But as they made their way back, they saw a great big fox coming towards them. "Quick, take cover, hide!" shouted Country Mouse as they scampered down a nearby rabbit hole. "Let's stay here until he's gone," whispered Country Mouse. "Foxes aren't dangerous, as long as you stay out of their way, that is." And they waited there until the coast was clear. And when it was clear, they ran home as fast as they could on their tiny little legs. Very soon it was time for Town Mouse to go home. "Well, what do you think of country life?" asked Country Mouse. "It's very interesting," said Town Mouse. "But to tell you the truth, I think I prefer living in the town. I'll tell you what, why don't you come and visit me in the town? You'll love it. It's so exciting. There is so much to do." "I will," said Country Mouse. "Great," said Town Mouse. "I'll see you then. See you real soon. Bye." "Bye-bye, bye-bye," said Country Mouse as he waved Town Mouse goodbye. A few weeks later, Country Mouse arrived in the town. He'd never been to the town before, and he found it all a bit frightening and scary because of all the bright lights in the shops and all the neon signs flashing. And he had to dodge between all the noisy buses and cars roaring along the streets. And when he arrived at Town Mouse's home, he was a little bit shaken up, to say the least. Come in, Town Mouse. Are you hungry? We can eat out if you like. There's lots of places around here to eat. There's pizzas, there's burgers, there's even a Caribbean restaurant nearby. Caribbean sounds nice, said Country Mouse. I've never tried Caribbean before. Well, come on then, let's go, come on. And we can go dancing afterwards too, come on. This food is delicious, isn't it? Said Town Mouse. I love Caribbean food. Country Mouse had to admit the food was quite delicious, even though it was a little bit spicy. But come on now, let's go dancing. I know just the place, said Town Mouse. And off they went. The thumping music was so loud, Country Mouse felt all kind of hot and bothered, and he didn't have the heart to tell Town Mouse that he had a terrible headache. Finally, they left and made their way back home. As they walked along the street, they saw a cat coming towards them. Take cover! Run! Shouted Town Mouse, and they hid under a parked car, waited for the cat to pass by. Cats aren't dangerous, laughed Town Mouse. As long as they don't catch you, that is. When they finally got home, Country Mouse just couldn't sleep because of all the noise in the streets. It's so noisy here in the town, he thought, as he tossed and he turned all night. I wish I could sleep. Finally, the time came for Country Mouse to go home. Well, what do you think of the town, Country Mouse? Very interesting, said Country Mouse, but I think I prefer living in the country. It's a lot quieter. I tell you what, why don't we visit each other every now and then? That's a great idea, said Town Mouse. I'll see you again soon then. Yes, and keep smiling, said Country Mouse as he waved goodbye and headed back to the quiet fields. And that's just what they did. They visited each other from time to time, because as the saying goes, a change is as good as a rest. Oh, both Country Mouse and Town Mouse had great adventures, didn't they? Seeing the fox and the cat like that. Meow, meow. Where do you live? In the country or in the town? I live in the town, but I love going to the countryside, lying in fields of yellow buttercups, walking and climbing in the hills. It's wonderful being out there. Do you like living in the country or do you like living in the town? Wherever you live, you keep safe now, won't you? And keep happy and keep smiling. Okay? And it's time for me to go now. It's goodbye from Floella's Storyland, and I'll see you again very soon. Bye-bye. Bye. Come on, say goodbye. Bye. Bye-bye.